welcome to my channel, Breaking Bad Goddess. Today I want to discuss 3 mistakes people might be making in trying to keep moisture in their hair. I know since I was a loose natural since 2011, my biggest struggle was maintaining moisture, and and as a result of not being able to maintain moisture, I had difficulty with length retention. My hair was growing, mind you, but the length was stunted. I could barely get it past my shoulders. And even when I did get it past my shoulders, I would eventually lose the length. So it was quite a struggle. And for 8 years, I was struggling with my hair until I decided to get it locked. And for whatever reason, I think I've been able to master length retention as well as moisture, because one leads into the other. If you can't maintain the moisture, you're going to struggle with length retention. So the 3 points that I want to make, and the mistakes I think most naturals, whether you're a loose natural or locked, is mistaking, number 1, mistaking sealants for moisture. The thing is, moisture or hydration really has to contain water. Most sealants do not contain water. Sealants are just what they are. They're occlusive. They hold the moisture. They help hold the moisture in. So whenever you're moisturizing your hair, you should use a liquid first, whether it's water, rose water, aloe vera juice, any kind of liquid conditioner or leave-in conditioner. It should be in a liquid form, and that's what you want to use in your hair first. Anything that is heavy, like butters, like mango butter, coconut oil, almond oil, those are more of your sealants. They're the heavier fatty oils that you would use afterwards. A lot of times during my loose natural, there was this acronym called LOC, L-O-C, and that would be liquid, oil, or cream. And that acronym still stands today, I believe. You know, I've been a loose natural for a while now, but I still apply that even with my locks. You want to use the liquid first, then the oil, and if you want a cream to really hold it in. Now, I would say that porosity too has a lot to do with how products are going to absorb and maintain moisture, but I'll do that as a separate video, because porosity alone could take up a whole video. And truth be told, there's more than 2 porosities. Some people just think it's low porosity and high, and there's actually more than that. But I'll get into that. That's science in another video. But yeah, that number 1 mistake is people will just go directly into a sealant without putting water or some kind of liquid. And that can be problematic, and for the reason is because no moisture is getting in, and you're going to end up with very dry ends, very dry locks, or very dry curly, coily hair. The second mistake, I think, I got my notes here, so pardon me. The second mistake is the use of conditioner. When you're washing your hair, make sure that it's really clean and clarified. I know that a lot of naturals use conditioners as their shampoos. Personally, I don't think it's correct, even if you have high porosity hair. I think you need to get all that old product dirt off of the strands of your hair, and then use your conditioner to actually put the hydration back in your hair. Because if you don't, you're just piling on more product on top of old product. And again, that'll lead to dryness, because no moisture can penetrate the strands. So you want to make sure that you strip all of the oils, dirt, past products you were using throughout the week out of your hair. Start real with a clean base, and then put the conditioner in. Now, if you're going to use a conditioner, make sure the most effective way to use your conditioner is don't just plop it on your hair, especially if you have locks. You have to emulsify that conditioner in your hands and pull it through to the ends of your hair. And introduce heat into the process, because heat does drive more hydration into that cuticle and plumps up the hair. So that you know that water is getting into it and it's hydrating. And do it for maybe 15-20 minutes. A lot of times when I wash my hair, after I do a deep clarifying shampoo and then a moisture shampoo, when I use the conditioner, I make sure that it's spread out in my palms, and then I put it in my locks. What a lot of lock people are doing is they're putting too much conditioner in their hair, especially their locks, and it's going to cause a lot of dullness in your hair. You're not evenly distributing the product correctly, and then you'll have problems with a dull residue on your hair, and that's just not good. It's not a good look, nor will it help with your moisture retention, because again, you're blocking any moisture throughout the week to get into your hair, because you still have some of that product from the conditioner still there. So you want to make sure that it's evenly distributed, especially on locks. And what I would do, sometimes it's a smart idea to even dilute your conditioner a bit, make it a little bit more watery, and then put it on your strands. I just simply put the conditioner evenly distributed on very wet locks, right when I'm still in the shower. So you don't even really notice that there's conditioner in there, but there is. And then I'll put a plastic bag over a heating bag over my head in the shower, finish up what I'm doing, and then I'll rinse it out with cold water. Cold water is good after a conditioner because it helps seal and shut that cuticle and traps that moisture in. So and also too, the flatter the cuticle lays, the shinier and more tighter the cuticle is. So because the flat cuticle will reflect light, which will cause a little bit more shine in your hair. Plus it'll maintain the moisture because the cuticle is shut. So now the third mistake is protein and moisture balance. A lot of time with locked hair, if you don't have the proper ratio of protein to moisture, you can run into some very weak locks or weak strands, and that's because the protein moisture is off. Now, you don't have to introduce protein too often, and if you do, you're going to have another issue with dryness. Do not constantly use the same protein conditioner every time. Protein really should only be used maybe once a month, once every other month. You don't have to use it every time you wash, depending on how much you're washing. I have locks, so I don't wash my hair every week. I stretch my washes out for weeks. So when I do my shampooing, I will use a protein conditioner because I'm not washing that often. But for those who may wash their hair every week or every 2 weeks or whatever, just use the protein maybe once a month or once every other month. You don't need it, because if you oversaturate your hair with protein, your hair is going to get very hard and then it'll start breaking off. So you want to maintain protein, but after you use a protein conditioner, make sure you follow it up with a moisture retention conditioner. It's very important so you can reintroduce that moisture back. The whole purpose of the protein is to strengthen the hair strands. And it's important, I think, for lock women and men to use a protein, especially at the root, because as your locks grow, they're going to get heavy, and you need a very solid foundation at the root and for it to sustain the weight of your locks. Otherwise, what will happen is the locks may pop off, You'll start getting, some weakness in the locks. Your edges will start eroding on you, and you'll just have a lot of issues that you do not want to deal with. So my philosophy: an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Introduce protein conditioner, especially at the root, at least once a month or once every other month, and follow it up always with a moisture to reintroduce that moisture back into your hair. Really important to maintain that moisture protein balance, because then your hair can retain the moisture a lot better when it has those protein ions on that strand. So keep that in mind. This has been quite a journey for me over the last 10 years of dealing with my hair, and I've finally been able to master healthy strands, healthy hair, and not rely on any other type of styles that hides my hair, whether it's extensions or wigs. I enjoy having my natural hair, and there's nothing like having your own hair growing and thriving from your own scalp. So thanks for watching. Every Wednesday I will be uploading videos trying to educate and promote authentic beauty, your beautiful natural hair from whatever lifestyle, whether you're a lock or a loose natural, or even if you have straight hair. This channel is for everyone to glean and learn something, so you don't have to struggle the way I struggled for many years trying to grow my own natural hair. Okay, thanks a lot, and I will see you next week. Take care.